Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where are you from. I just got the celery from the rooftop. Hi, how's it going? Today is a big salad, lunch salad, heavy salad. Actually, it's not salad, it's rice wraps. So I've got this, look at this champion, he's licking away. I've got something I'll show you, but look at this. This is the celery that I just harvested 10 minutes ago. And I've got basil, chili, all the veggies. There may be egg, I don't know, like the US president, you never know. And then there is paneer. Now, this is what I have done to the paneer. Just see this. Is this gorgeous or what? It's like a fry, a French fry. I'll show you what I'm frying. So, anywho, if you're here for the first time, my name is Samir. Welcome. I make Kai Ben, which I'll be making on Tuesdays and Fridays every week. Please come and check it out. It's something to eat. It is made out of fresh. It's a ratio of hemp seeds and flax seeds. But that's not what I'm making now. Today is rice wraps. So wait. See what I'm doing. We'll start with the paneer. The paneer will be fried. So let me first switch this on and get this hot and ready. I'm going to fry it in ghee. Okay. So for all of you who don't know what is ghee, this is ghee. I don't know what they call it. I think it's called clarified butter, if I'm not wrong. But this is top grade food, and it comes from cow milk, fats of the milk, cow milk. All right, and we will address the paneer this way. Look at the way I'm going to attack the paneer. Little strips that will get fried in this ghee, and then they will sit in that wrap, a rice wrap. This is not about rice and lyrics. This is about rice in a blanket. Yes. As always, please come here, say hi, so I know you've joined in. We'll pick up where we left off. I've got a phenomenal story for you today. If you have heard of Mahabharat, yeah, I've got some interesting story for you today. First, let me put this into frying so that we'll get the paneer out. This is called paneer. This is cottage cheese. Look at what it looks like. This is the fanciest food in the world. You know, when I was growing up, this in fact even today, if your food is special with paneer, paneer makes food special. It's like what happened. This is chicken for vegans. Vegetarian people think of this as their chicken, as in it's a level above regular food. Don't ask me, man. We Indians are funny people. But hi, if you're here, please chat with me and tell me that you're here. Okay, so my stream is not working across, but let's get to it. All right, what has happened? Why did this give up? It just gave up on me. Okay, let's get the paneer into the flame, and then I'll do the chopping. So all the veggies will be chopped. Okay, and then I will wait. Let me first gently lay them. Lay it down. Just see this. How gorgeous. It's alive. The paneer is alive. They have to be fried. Crispy one side and soft on the other. Cool? That's how it is. It works this way. I think I've got some technical challenges going on. Hold on. So if you're here, please come and say hi. So I know that you're here. This is what electronics is all about. Things are constantly in and out all the time. See, that's the thing about live stream. A live stream will always have something new. Something or the other will keep coming new. That's the way it works. There's a possibility that my machine's power is low. It happens sometimes. These are things that we deal with. Hi guys, what's up? Sorry, we're just getting around some technical challenge. But look at the frying paneer. Can you see the bouncing paneer? This is me. Hi. Just see the bouncing paneer for a few seconds while I get the switcher up and ready. There's a scene switcher. It's called a scene switcher. So the idea is that I think the battery is low. Yes, the battery is low. You know what electronics is all about? Electronics is all about physics of electrons. Hi guys, if you're here for the first time, my name is Sameer. Just hang on, give me a few seconds. I'm trying to get it all ready. I'm right here with you. The paneer is frying and I will be here with you very shortly. Okay, we're back online. Sorry about that. We got a little carried away. It's a salad. I'm going to show you something new. Fine sliced thin julienne. All of the veggies salted. You'll enjoy this. This is a proper meal, okay? You can do this all day long, anytime. And look what the paneer will come out like. Cool, huh? They're like fritters. I don't even know what they're called, but damn tasty, man. Who doesn't like this? My engineers are jumping up and down. Because apparently there's some newfound stuff. So I hope you can see me, you can hear me. If there's a problem, please ping and tell me. Otherwise, look what's happening. Today's stream is all about paneer and a bunch of veggies, which will then get a chance to sit in a kind of a chili, peppery, spicy gravy, which then goes between a rice wrap. Now, what is a rice wrap? What is a rice wrap? No, it's not a white person wrapping. This is what it is. These are prefabricated sheets that you can use as frisbees. This is made from rice. Yeah, I'll show you how we wrap it up. So first, let's get to the chopping. I've got lots of chopping to do, and I've got some fantastic Mahabharat story to tell you. So if you're fond of Mahabharat or if you've heard of Mahabharat, please come tell me hi. Say hi, so I'll share some fascinating stuff from the Mahabharat. So I'll wait for a few more minutes before some Firangis join. I'm assuming all of you are from my native, you're all desis. So see, this is what happens. When your dhar is gone, your dhar is gone. No chopping will happen. First things first, honing the knife. Wow. It's an ancient Japanese art. I could feel the knife's edge is all over the place. I'm honing it and I don't know, they used to say that it's something which you feel. And for the longest time I've been trying to understand this. It's a very therapeutic thing. Try it. You will understand what I'm saying. It's a wonderfully therapeutic exercise to sharpen your blade. Okay. Oh, this got a little burnt. Whoa, no wonder. It jumped up to 300. No problem. This one's for me. It's got a little burnt up. That's alright. Accidents in the workplace. Food workplace. Actually, it's not an accident, It'll still taste very nice, but it'll be a slightly charred from one side. That's okay. Let's go. Let's move on. Carry on. Next set. I'll put all of them together so that my chopping board gets free. Then I can get to the veggies. Chopping is a key part of this thing. You will see what I'm doing. Watch carefully. Watch carefully. This one you would have not seen before. Whoa. It's alive. All the water is jumping out. I have to char it, but I can see that I'm running short of space. But I'm also running short of time. When time and space meet together, what do we get? The continuum. So this takes care of the first round. That's gone in for frying. And I will get started with my second half, which is the chopping of all the veggies. This is where it gets exciting, okay? See this, we'll start with ginger. Actually, all of this goes into the finished thing, that vinaigrette kind of thing. Should we start with celery or maybe we'll leave celery? Let's start with the big guys, the big guns, the difficult fellows. All competitive exams have this, right? You start with the easy question first or the difficult question first. There is no right and wrong, but there is some sense to the madness, as in what are they testing? They're perhaps testing discernment, discerning, the attitude of being able to discern what's important and what is not. It is a key decision making, it's actually a key skill which is perhaps needed by every leader. You can't be contemplating. I mean, everybody is waiting for you for a decision. If there is some minister watching this somewhere, he will like, ha ha, yeah, right. Boss, if we take decisions, then what will happen? Then everybody will get free. We need to keep people busy. So keep them stuck in the matrix, you see. Man, this is chopping so much better now. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to just salt this. I will put this into the bowl, all the chopped veggies, and I salt it. Now, after a few minutes, these veggies will release their water. That is the water. That liquid is what I will use to make the vinaigrette. How's that for a plan? No? What plan? If you're here, please come say hi so I know you have joined the stream. Otherwise, I have no way of knowing you are here. I've got a fantastic story from the Mahabharata for you today. You will love it. It features Ganga. Who's Ganga? No. I'm not talking about your maid or the chick you met last somewhere. Ganga is no longer a name. Women don't have Ganga as their name now. Those days are over. Most of the names now are as unique as possible. Even though I don't think that any person really keeps their own name. It's their parents who keep their name. At least one of them. One of the two parents. You can go ahead and make fun of names, okay? My name is itself quite funny. It's been abused and used and abused in movies. Okay, wait. Let me first get to the bit. So you're getting what I'm saying? What I'm going to do? All the veggies will get mixed in. Hi guys. Hey, Just Jazzy, what's up? I remember you. Hang on. Where were you from? You were from the great outdoors? Is that you? Minnesota? That's you? How's it going? Look what I'm doing today. I burned some paneer. This is cottage cheese which I've just burnt. No. The second round is much better. It's on the spit. And I'm going to mix all of this together into a wonderful rice wrap. You know what's a rice wrap? I'm sure you know. You've seen this before. It's a thin skin of rice starch. Man, I'm already drooling. So just watch me chop the veggies today. And I've got you've got a Mahabharata. Are you familiar with this epic tale from my land called Mahabharata? Have you heard of this word? I'm sure you must have heard of it. It's quite global now. So let me tell you a spicy story. You've heard of Ganga, the river Ganges? Well, her name is Ganga. That's the original name of the river. She is in Indra's court. Just follow along. These are all names of gods that I'm taking. Okay? She's in Indra's court. For the rest of you, please follow along. This is a story from Mahabharata. Hey, somebody in the Arabic kingdom has just joined in. Welcome. I'm sorry I can't follow what you just said, man. Apologies. I think this is done. I don't want to cook this anymore. Yeah, I'll go back to Ganga. Just hold on. All right. Hey Shaz, what's up? Okay, Michigan. You were from Michigan. All right, not bad. Listen, that's interesting. Michigan's cold, right? It gets really, really cold there. That's what I'm sorry, I'm not very good with your country's geography. Please pardon me. But listen, let's get back to Ganga. Hi, Shaz, how are you? Look at this. Today I'm making the Bhelwala is making something interesting. I caught your Bhelwala comment yesterday. I am going to sort this out with you when I meet you. I'm Kaibenwala, not Kaibenwala, Bhelwala. Okay, so what's happening? Ganga, she's in Indra's court. Guys, they're staring each other down. Obviously, there's tension in the air. This is happening in Indra's court, okay? And everybody's watching, and these two just can't keep their eyes off each other. These gods get pissed and they're like, listen, you both go down to earth. This is Indra is in heaven. He stays in heaven. See, all these gods tell these two, you go back down, fornicate, do what you want, finish it, then come back up. Your curse. It's a curse. You're being sent to earth. So they both come down to earth as individuals, as a king, and his name is Shantanu, King Shantanu. And this dude is walking by one day when he sees this phenomenal beauty next to a river, and this guy flips. This is not the first time he'll flip, by the way, but follow along. And he flips, and he's like, a couple of fornication sessions later, she gets pregnant. When she gives birth to her first baby boy, she goes and puts this boy into the river. She drowns the baby. And so, okay, before that, the father is going to be pissed about it. But what, this lady is Ganga and Shantanu. They are the same guys who were there up in the Mahabhishek in Ganga. And they are fornicating here on earth, and they are generating puppies. They generate total 8 puppies. And she dumps 7 of them in the river. She is a murderess. That's what he calls her in the poem. She's killed 7 of her own kids. This gets really exciting. This is not a Sherlock Holmes story, okay? This is mythology, but just follow along. Now, so their curse is that they have to come back on earth and fornicate. Lots of fornication happening. 7 kids, all 7 boys have been drowned. The 8th one, now when she's before the fornication, Ganga tells Shantanu, listen, you want to touch me? You're not going to ask me what I do. You will not ask me what I do with our children. Shantanu is like, yeah, whatever, man, let's get it. Let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? By the 8th kid, this dude has had it. He's like, man, and he walks up to her just as she's drowning her 8th boy in the river. He stops her and he says, listen, not done. She gives the baby to him and she says, the curse is lifted. And he's like, curse? What curse? What are you talking about? So here's what's happened. There is a yogi. Actually, he's got his ashram on earth. His name is Vashisht. Okay, he's a sage and he's got lots of pent up energy in him. There are 8 Vasus. These are all gods. They are all sitting in the heavens and they're chilling out. They're immortal. And one of their wives, she notices a cow, Nandini, who's in the ashram. Okay, she's gorgeous. She's lighting up the entire mountain with her radiance. And this lady is like, I want that cow. Now, the devas are telling her, all of the women that listen, we are already immortal. You don't need to drink Nandini's cow to become immortal. So just relax. And these women are like, no, you useless men. You guys, apparently they question their manhood. So these 8 gods, they swoop down as comets on earth, whisk away the cow, steal her up. It's all good. When Vashisht wakes up, he sees that Nandini is missing. He looks inside his heart. He is like a sage, he's top class. This guy realizes who's done this. And he curses these 8 comets. He tells them, because you've done something so bad, you scared Nandini, you scared me, you cheated me. All you 8 immortals will now become mortals and you'll have to live through this life of humans. And these 8 are like, no! They come and they beg him. They're like, Vashisht sir, please, don't do this to us. Vashish is like, his heart melts and he says, okay, fine. I will make sure that your punishment is low. The moment you're born, you will die. But you ate. His name was Prabhas. You were the one who orchestrated this. You will not die early, but you can choose when you will die, but you'll have to finish your journey. Now, here's a question for you. Who is this Prabhas? I want you to type and tell me. All you Desi people, you should know. Who's Prabhas? Where is he coming from in the story? What did he do? I can tell you, he stole queens, he stole princesses, 3 of them. I can tell you, he died on a bed of arrows. I can tell you, he had no children of his own. His name is Bhishma, Pitama. He's the senior most in the family, in the kingdom. So he was the guy who was basically stole Nandini the cow. How's that for a story today? Wow, that's right. That's amazing. Good job, Shals. I'm impressed. You know your mythology. You know, there was a time when I was a little lost. I mean, I was not too sure of where I was heading, and I found answers in mythology. Mythology is really quite surprising because there are so many stories that overlap these cultures. You know, Peru and China. Peru, South America, and China, one oceans and lands away. They share stories in their mythology of a dragon's head being chopped, it falls into a ground, and a tree comes up there. If you pause and reflect, a little strange, right? How is it that these stories are common? There should be some difference. No difference. Exactly the same, falls left, falls right, center. There are many stories. And that's not just in these two countries. What's amazing is Peru, South Americans and Chinese have never really met each other. And that's when they have stories that they share with each other. If you zoom out, you've heard of Göbekli Tepe in Turkey. Have you heard of this place called Göbekli Tepe? On Threads, I'm following this guy. I can't remember him from he's one of the archaeologists at Göbekli Tepe. Göbekli Tepe. If I'm not wrong, am I saying it right? Göbekli Tepe. It's a 13,000 years old. There was an event that happened on Earth called the Younger Dryas. Listen, I will not tell you this. You should go and see Graham Hancock's documentary. There is a new book that has just come out. The last 500 years of history, of what has happened to humanity, how we have brought our Earth back down. And it's truly, I've not started reading it. I will have some information for you soon. Look how thin I'm slicing, okay? This is the rice wrap has to carry these veggies in a real thin slice format. And the speed at which I'm doing this, by tomorrow I'll probably have the salad ready. This is a big salad. There are many veggies that will go into this. They will all be mixed. That's the part of cooking a good lunch. There's some chopping, there's some washing, there's some boiling, there's some frying. Charles, how's it going with you? Did you try making any of the salads that I've shown you here? We have Just Jazzy from Michigan. Interesting, na? Just Jazzy, what do you do in Michigan? Don't tell me you're a homesteader. That's going to burn right through me. Because I have this huge thing of growing my own chicken and my own sheep, and maybe not sheep. That's a bit much. Chicken, sure. And I've heard recently meat rats are good. I meant rabbits. I don't know. I've never killed a rabbit, so I can I do it? Can I not do it? Time will tell. We're all murderers. See, when you're a farmer, when you grow food, you stop thinking of the world in such small ways. You're thinking of a broader thing. You're thinking of supplying food to the people you love. And that's always going to be bigger than any animal that you have. So you really don't want to. It's difficult, I can't say this. I have not taken life of an animal yet, but I've heard that that's something which can be. Bhel every day is so sweet. You're from Bombay. You Bombay people have to eat bhel every day. If you don't eat bhel, Bombay will die. Bombay will shut down. If you don't know this, Jazzy, if you don't know this, if you've been to India, have you had a chance to travel to this part of the world? If you come to India, Bombay, I made bhel yesterday. If you've not joined in, it was a terrible effort. The first time I did it was 3-4 days ago. It tanked, super tanked. Yesterday I came with all vengeance, all guns blazing. Tanked. So there's going to be one more round of bhel that I'm going to try. I'm not that bad at it. It's just that one of those days. I've never done this outdoors, never done this live for sure. So give me a break. Let's see. I will try it again. This time I will hopefully. Look, I've taken a cucumber that's slightly fleshy. And I'm going to, you'll see how I'll remove the flesh. It's very spongy. Do you also do this back in Michigan? Do you also get your cucumbers to rub with each other and froth out? You just saw what I did. I mean, don't blame me. I didn't do anything. Apparently, that reduces the bitterness in the. So I'll do it again. See this. No, this is no magic trick. I'm sure you've heard of this before. And this is not speciality of Asians. Hey, that could be the reason why we are so many. No. Let's get to this chopping. Look at this. I will show you something interesting. One of the best ways, if you're cooking spaghetti, if you're cooking Chinese food, one of the things that you want to do is chop your veggies really fine. You can already take a clue what I'm trying to do here. See? Take a clue. See what I'm trying to do. What did you join me last for? Jazzy, what was the last class that you attended? Yeah, here. I'm talking about here in my cooking show. It's not really cooking. I'm not cooking anything. All I did was I fried a bit of the. Okay, time for some Michelin star entertainment. Whoa. I'm not going to lay them exactly one on top of the other. They're slightly displaced so that when I start chopping them, I will get thin lines. Are you following what I'm doing? Nice, no? But I don't know why I put them up here this way. Stupid. It happens to the best of us. Look, can you see the cucumber? It's got a little bit of a sponge thing going on it. Don't ask me. I don't know where this is coming from. I've done 100 kilograms of cucumbers from 16 square feet. Yes, you're hearing me correct. 100 kilograms of cucumber from 16 square feet. No, not to sell. Forget about it. Why does everything need to be sold? I'm sure that's the first thing that must have come into your head. I'm good money out of it. Imagine how much of food, there was a basket full of cucumbers lying in the fridge all the time. And I don't know how many of them we gave away. Because let's face it, how many cucumbers are you going to really eat? Then we tried growing them again, and I've done this many times, but this season, something strange happened. It's like the cucumbers was like, no, we don't want to come to you this year. The zucchinis were more happier. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Jazzy, go to my channel on Instagram. It's called Pluckit, Pluckit. This goes to the producer. You'll meet him soon, hopefully, if he allows. He doesn't quite like to meet people. If I had a cleaver, I would be going faster, but I don't have a cleaver, so we will. And I have done another little boo-boo here. You know what I've done? I've put this too long. So when I'll be laying it down onto the, I'll show you what those rice plates look like. They're thin sheets of rice starch. I've never tried them before. I've eaten them once outside at a restaurant somewhere. That was good. but I've never made this before in my life. And usually I do it on a bun. If you have followed my channel for some time, there is, I don't remember if there is a, yeah, there is one. There is one episode where I have made this. I need to toss all of this, okay, in salt. Same thing with carrots. You don't want to use the center part, only the outside part. You'll see how thin this comes out. You saw how thin the cucumbers came out? Cool, no? These Chinese really have this skill. They spend hours cutting their veggies, but sorry about that. Carrots bouncing off my hand. Carrot. In simpler words, I can't hold on to my carrot. It's slippery, I can't help it. There you go. You're seeing as it's happening. I mean, come on, I can't script this. No one can. Wow. I think I've chopped them a bit too long, but they will go really well in the wrap now. No, as you can imagine. I think they will go really, really well in the wrap now. It's cool. Making mistakes is part of the fun here on this channel. Because there are no mistakes. As Bob Ross says, there is no mistakes. It's all fun. You know who I'm talking about? Do you know who's Bob Ross? Bob Ross! Not Red Ross. Who's Red Ross? Oh, come on. I'm going to give this special gift to someone. If you can tell me what is Red Ross. If you know what is Red Ross. Red Ross. Red Ross. The dumbest idiot on that show. Sorry. Okay, I got a real shriek and howl from my producers. They're like, what? Because I think he's quite loved by women. He's like this ideal boyfriend, I guess. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Ross Geller, the character on Friends. You know, that show at one point was charging $500 million for an ad slot. Entire North America. What North America? Indians were hooked onto it. Of course, I don't think they were airing it live in time. I saw it as a recorded torrent content. I don't think I've ever seen it on television. I am really doing a shoddy job of this chopping. I can't help it, man. This is just taking so much space. I didn't cater to a carrot that was so big. This carrot has seen enough. The idea is to keep it thin, not too wide, not too thick, so it doesn't require cooking. You're eating it raw, right? So you would want to, and the salt will eat through the fibers. It will release water, and it will soften most of these veggies. Man, this is tough job. This is not an easy job because I'm already hungry. My 20 minutes is over. My patience limit is 20 minutes. Within 20 minutes, if I don't get some food in me, I will be losing it. So my accuracy is going, listen, don't make fun of me. In 6 hours, your brain goes half. I'm not making this up. Your brain will go to half its capacity in 6 hours. There's a lot more that we don't know about our own performance. And if you want to learn that, just see how athletes operate. They sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep, sleep, eat, sleep, 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 eat. Gym, sleep, 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 eat. Yeah. Unless, of course, you are building muscle for like a bodybuilding competition or maybe for lifting weights, then of course you might need to be outside in a gym building muscle more than any regular people. But it's usually food. That's the first thing. in most cases, probably the most important thing. Diet is what makes, so lots of salt, okay, which all goes in, and then I will put this inside for a few minutes. Actually, it will start to release its water right away. And then I will squeeze it out, take out the water, use that little liquid as the base with which I'll start the, I can already see this is starting to release water. And that will be the water that I will add to my vinaigrette. Vinaigrette. Yesterday I saw something horrific. I saw a documentary about how they've jailed the French president, right? You've seen that? They've jailed the French, some guy who was, I'm sorry, I'm not in touch with politics. All I know is that how justice is served. So France apparently has this huge history of how they punish their politicians in case they're found guilty. And okay, sure, but wait, let me first make sure that I'm on track. I have not added basil. That's another interesting thing. Celery, basil, and all of them will, with ginger and garlic, will go into the vinaigrette. Okay, so let's leave this for a few seconds here. I'll add it later. Let's get the vinaigrette ready. What am I doing for the vinaigrette? Ginger, garlic, celery. Look at the celery. Shals, look at this. Jazzy, see this. This is, I'm growing this on my rooftop. Well, it was stiffer back in the day, but it's still very tasty. Gorgeous. Then celery is one of those plants which is difficult to grow in, even in, they try doing it everywhere. It's not easy. Now here's what I'm going to do with the celery. I will do the same striping, slicing thing. What do you say? What do you say? I'll tell you something funny. Actually, there's nothing funny. It's awesome. Why is celery juice so good? Have you heard? You must have heard about it. Celery juice is like really crazy. It's very good, very nice for health. What's going on? Celery has apigenins in it. Apigenins are, okay, so think of a cell's trajectory, how it multiplies like a rocket. Okay, so it follows a certain direction. This is part of its genetic code, how it will replicate. So a heart cell will replicate in such a way that the two new cells will work as heart cells. They'll not think of themselves as liver cells and say, I'm a liver cell now, I'm good. No, you were born out of a heart cell, so you will be a heart cell. Now what happens is when you have some kind of a cancerous stuff that's happening in your body, apigenins will go and disrupt that cancer cell's trajectory. They'll break a fin of that rocket. So now when it goes out, it'll crash. If you can join the dots, that's how it works. So it'll help you that's why it's called cancer fighting. It's actually not really fighting, that's what our body is doing that all the time. But in this case, what it does is these apigenins will alter the trajectory of this. So it doesn't affect your body in any other way. Of course, there's so much of nutrition in it, but so that's why celery juice is pretty cool. And it's still not picked up for some reason. It's not like the hottest thing on the planet yet. But I know for sure that it has helped a lot of people. It has helped me. My doggy, she used to love it. I mean, she would eat celery all day long. Every time I grow, it rats eat it up. Yeah, so that's interesting. How are you growing this celery? That's so cool. You know, in aquaponics, that's the best thing. There are no rats. There's no problem of rats. They're scared of water, so they don't come near the water. It's a pretty cool. And celery is something which you should grow. Celery, basil, these are things you can grow at home. I can't tell you about celery because I've been able to grow it, and I have many of my students who told me, they said, no, we can't grow. And I also know professional growers who complain about this. Even if they are able to grow, they don't get flavor out of it. Celery flavors are crazy. You have to have celery, flavors of celery. It has a phenomenal flavor. You've heard of the Bloody Mary, the drink. It's served with a stick of celery. They discovered it accidentally, of course, but still, that's and these have got. They're not cannabinoids per se, but they are nervous receptors. They engage with our nervous system. Each one of these plants. That's why we enjoy them. Coffee, tea, all of them. They're all part of intoxicants. Food is intoxicating. Good food is. And good food with good company, you're done. You're in trouble. In my pots, you're doing it in soil. No, you're growing it in soil. Try doing this in a bed, in a raised bed or a kind of a thing where there's more soil. Celery has nutritional requirements. And how many plants are you growing together? You might want to bunch them together. They like growing together. They like growing like a bush. They feel safe in numbers. I think this is enough. I think I'll salt this also inside. Yes, I can see that, feel that it's become liquidy. Wonderful. Another few minutes and it'll be ready. I'll show you, we'll just squeeze it out and we'll get some sauce out of it for this here. First things first, we go to ginger. Yeah, ginger is the main component. Ginger will bring a lot of zing. That's where comic timing matters. Comic timing. So lots of ginger. You know the word for ginger? Come on, Charles, do you remember the word for ginger? I have a Persian friend and they can't speak rna. They can't say rna. So I asked them to say shringana where? They can't. Shringana where? Jaji, can you try saying it? Are you there? Can you try saying shringana? Can you say rna? You can't obviously say it here, but if you try saying it, there has to be this nasal thing. It's important. That's a syllable. Since I can't move, small pieces, smaller pieces, smallest pieces. The smaller the ginger, the better it'll be. I'm actually cutting corners here. Usually when I'm in the mood, I will chop even finer. But right now I can see that it's all to do with my ghrelin levels, man. They're shooting through the roof. I'm so hungry. And I've got another 15 minutes of climb to go. Making a salad is all about that. But today is actually not a salad, you know. It's like a bunch of raw vegetables that all. Jazzy, you have not seen the garlic cannon. Have you seen the garlic cannon? Check this out. I've got a Western 0.3 mm. We fire garlic out of this. Have you seen this before? Have you had a chance to see this? Look at this. So you stuff the garlic into this barrel, lock and load. You pray and you squish. How's that for garlic? Cool, na? Yeah, but they still don't have a way to get the garlic from that pod to this stage. This still has to be done by hand. I don't know if there are machines. There are so many great videos of how people use garlic. I will get to it. Yes, we'll get to it. Do you think I should add egg? What do you think? Should I add some egg yolk? It'll bring a lot of good fats. Okay, I think I'll skip that and I'll add kaiben. Kaiben is a better idea. We'll use some basil. This is fresh basil from the roof. Basil. This tastes and smells wonderful. Wunderbar. Aquaponics is, I've been doing this for 5, 6, 7 years now. And it started off as just like a hobby thing. But now I'm growing so many things using food. Tomatoes I've never bought now. I made a chili pickle out of that, guys. If you've not seen that, have you seen that? Have you followed that long? There's a chili pickle going on. It's damn good. I ate it, of course. So there is a mistake I did. I mean, if you see it, it's called Zira, cumin in India. I That is what it is all about, the balance of flavors. So I roasted that cumin a little bit more and it has gone overboard. So it's become a little much. Okay, let's get to the basics. I've got some brag. This is from your land, isn't it? Jazzy, this is from your land. We'll add some. This is apple cider, okay? Alright, this is Ladakh chili. You have not seen this. I don't think so. You've seen this before. Jazzy, this is chili that's. I don't know. I don't know where I got this from Ladakh. Ladakh. Have you heard of Ladakh? Have you seen Ladakh? Well, if you've not been to India, I highly doubt it. But it's unfortunate that that state is in trouble right now. Beautiful, gorgeous place. That's chili. Their chili is amazing. Amazing as in madness. This is some oregano. And I will add some. This is kakwi. Oh, well, I should have added this to it. So what I'm going to do is, I will show you a little trick. Now I've got very little stuff left over and I need to take this out. It's a very thick viscous thing going on. So I'm going to add some soy to this. Yes, there is some soy that will be used. And I will take out this liquid and use that. No? So then I can get something out of it. Look what happens to this, how I... This is the vegetable liquid. So this is all the salt that has softened the vegetables. Now I'll show you how when they sit inside the wrap, they'll basically be edible. Otherwise they are not edible. Yeah, a lot of cooking with hand, man. I am from India. We love our hands. We use our hands for everything. As you should. You know why? I'll tell you something. The temperature of what you're eating is a key aspect. That's one of the things. Flavor is generated. Opening Pandora's box. Let's go back to the basics. What's happening? Your body is not reacting to flavor the way you think it is. It's a very personalized experience. It's actually, your brain is hallucinating. There is nothing called. This is the same salted vegetable liquid. And it'll be good. This will taste wonderful. So your brain is not creating, it's a hallucination it's creating. It's making you feel that there is something, there is a flavor to it. But if you pause and reflect, plants don't need to put flavor in themselves. Their lives won't change if they don't put flavor. But our moods greatly change if the flavor ain't good. A bottle of kakri done. It's a great product. If you get your hands on it, try it. Are you fond of Indian food? I think we've got enough salt already, right? That's a good catch. Little pepper. And I have not added one of my favorite things, little balsamic. It's got a wine-like flavor. Little, just little, not much. And I will mix this. Take a little taste of it. I think this should work fine. And then we'll get to the... It requires Kaiben. That's actually how it started. The story of making this fresh food started from there. Yeah, I used to make, I make this product. It's made out of hemp seed and flax seed. In fact, you do me this favor, please. Jazzy, if you can tell me if you've got some hemp seed product out there. Look, this is what I make. This is a butter thing. It's good. It's full of fats. It's absolutely mind-blowing. The flavors are crazy. I know it doesn't look very appetizing. I am sorry, but it's got all the omegas. Actually, omegas don't exist in isolation. It's a complex, they're complex chains, and the human body, the human digestion, it takes care of how it will address it. It's a pretty cool bunch of science that we still don't know enough about. Digestion is not something that you can study. The moment you put it in a robot, it changes. And I will add sesame at the end. Yummy. I'm telling you the flavors of these seed oils, and there is so much going on about seed oils. Ask me, I'll help you. Buy food from people who make it, not from those who market it, and you'll always be happy. Spend that extra money. I mean, take it from a farmer, you will be happier. You will enjoy the experience of getting top quality food, and you will well, food is what it is, isn't it? Everything starts and ends with food. No? You know what I'm thinking I'll do? I'll dump this paneer in this. It'll give it some flavor. What do you say? Because I've not salted these. I heard some loud boos from behind the cameras. Yeah, this is what it is. Like a disc. It's a rice disc. And you're supposed to wet it with water and fill it up with. See how I'll do this. Let's see if I can put this together. First time for everything. Just water on a flat. Yeah, it's sticky. It's a little sticky. I was not expecting it to take so much water, but it has, and it has become all sticky. Wow. You can see it's curling. Scary, man. The amount of patience this requires. It's like a piece of plastic. I mean, if I stick 5 of them together, they will probably be sharp enough to cut. Yes, they will cut. Whoa. I think it's got stuck to the plate. Whoops! Okay. Saved. First time for everything. How's that? Is that neat? Japanese neat. Maybe one more. How's this looking? Okay, it's smelling really good. I was not expecting this to come out. I want to now take a bite. Whoa. Yeah, it's become soft now. The sheet has become soft now. Whoa. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Check this out, guys. I am just blowing my own brain. I've never done this before. I'm so sorry if I'm behaving like a kid. Well, actually, I'm not sorry. I'm sorry that you are not getting a chance to eat this. Are you seeing this? It looks so good. Listen, I'm going to take a bite, okay? If I'm not talking, it's good. Let me make another one. If I have to give it some critical feedback, the celery can go down low. Even though it's nice, it's very powerful. The flavor of the celery is really jumping out, but man, the rice thing is good. These rice, this is some Ban Trang. I don't even know what this is. No, I'm not selling this. I don't promote this. I just happen to get this from some supermarket. I haven't tried that. I'll try growing a few together. Thanks for the. Oh, you're talking about the tip for celery, no? Yeah. You try growing celery together, lots of them. They're like lemongrass. They like to be together in company. They're happier in a. So this is the way to do this. You basically take lots of water. It has to be lots of water. That's how it will become soft. But the rice sheet is good. It's starchy. It's got a slight bit of salt to it. There's not much chili in it. I was expecting it to be more chili, but it's not. So I think I can add that. No? Or I think I'll skip that. What do you say? I can add some chili. What do you think? Let's do it. I'm from India. If we don't do chili, who else does chili? It's like a disservice I'm doing to my land. We Indians have to eat lots of chili. Yeah, did I tell you in Thailand, in Southeast Asia, in Thailand especially, if you order a medium chili vegetable kind of a food item, you're looked down upon. You're like a really meek person who doesn't have courage, and you're not to be a Spartan in Thailand. You've got to eat their chili. And since you're an alien, you know this, right? They treat you as you on your immigration form you write alien because you're entering the kingdom of Thailand. You're an alien. They allowed cannabis and then they stopped it. Imagine that. Large, naturally, becomes contraband. How would you control? How will a country control its population from abusing something? It's probably more difficult than you can appreciate. It is very difficult. In the forces, I don't have my Fauji friend today. If he had joined in, I would have told you. He would have shared some interesting insights on how they do it in the forces. What I'm hearing is that a little soy is less. Feedback coming from all corners. Soy is less. All right, let's get some more soy in it. I also think so. I think it has less of that. Soy has a very pungent smell. It's an aroma. Aroma is a big part of the food. Let's make another one. Okay. This looks good. Very professional. That's got that. This is basil. It's got a wonderful flavor. Fresh basil leaves, can't go wrong with them. Ginger, basil. Wow. Okay. The rice sheet has stuck itself to the plate. Not really, but wow. It really holds itself well, I must say. Given that, whoa. Guys, you should see this. Look at the way this has come out. I could carry this to school. Mm-hmm. Mm. You want to make your vegetables sit for some time after you salted them. They'll keep getting more and more tender. And this tastes so good. Awesome. If you make this, please tell me. This base, just bunch of stuff, finely sliced, salt it together, take out its water, make your vinaigrette out of that water, and then you can use meat, you can use cabbage, you can use anything. Next time when I make these rice rolls, I've got a bunch of them. They need to be finished. Next time when I make them, I'll add some fish or chicken. You message me and tell me. I'll add some meat, but you message me and tell me which one should I add. Cool? And I'll see you again tomorrow with a brand new effort. Don't forget to subscribe this channel so YouTube will remind you when I go live next. which is 12:30 p.m. every day. See, bye. Another one.